Welcome to episode 54 of the We Don't Know Jack podcast. We got a full house today. We haven't had a full house in a while.
A long time.
I think the new guys was the last time we had full house, and you weren't even there.
No, I wasn't there for that one.
We got two guests today. Today we got brooklynsosinky and Eric.hansson. How you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Solid.
I am fantastic. I'm excited to have you guys here today. It's going to be fun. Been trying to get this set up for a while. We finally can make it happen. You were very busy.
Yeah, but you said you bring cookies.
Yeah.
So I can make time for cookies.
And I may or may not have cookies. We'll have to wait and see.
We can say you
Otherwise, they're
have
sitting on the
cookies.
table.
You have cookies.
Now, I do have to ask, have you ever had gooey butter before?
Gooey butter. Yeah.
I'll show you what they look like.
I think so.
Please.
Oh no, not those.
We've had the cake
Oh, we have
version.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, it's the best.
I know you've had the cookies before.
Yes.
I
You
think
brought it in like a class period.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did, because that was a while back on a different show. We were going to give one to Ferrario,
Oh.
and then we forgot. The cookies were sitting on the table in front of him for 2 hours.
2 hours.
2 full hours. And then he had to leave, and we forgot to give him cookies.
Dang.
Wow.
I would never forget cookies, TBH.
I didn't forget them. I took them home and ate them all.
Well, if it was sitting in front of me for 2 hours, I would probably like sneaking one under the table. Like if that's just gonna sit and stare at me all day, it's coming in my mouth.
Now, do you remember this? We've had one person that we had cookies for that didn't like them. Who was it?
Oh, God.
That genuinely didn't like it. That didn't finish the cookie.
Was it George?
Nope, George loved it.
Oh,
George
that
said it was
didn't-
life-changing.
Max.
Max.
Okay.
Do you remember Max? He was a kid from Germany. He was like an Oscar-nominated filmmaker or something.
Really? In our department?
Yeah, no, he was in cinema, but it's
Oh.
the same thing. It's about the same people.
Max.
Max Gebhardt was his name. He's been on here twice. He's a good guy.
I've never heard of him.
He did not like them.
That's crazy. Like
I-
these cookies?
Yeah, it
Like
was
the
this
ooey
exact.
gooey?
It was the. It
Oh,
was
man.
the.
If I do
Schnucks.
see him, I'd fight on site.
I think he's in like Michigan now or something. He's
Oh,
back
pretty close
here.
to
His
Michigan.
girlfriend lives in the States.
I thought you told me Montana.
Montana, Michigan, somewhere up there.
Wow.
we just
Michigan and Montana are way apart from each
It-
other. Like,
there's
different
that's
culture,
that's a
too.
lot. Like
I'm like just before where we talked about how you couldn't put states on a map.
Yeah, somewhere north. Montana, Michigan, north.
well,
There's like
north is also like Canada.
Yeah.
Like you have. We're not very far away. Like you go up like through Iowa and then Wisconsin, and
Yeah.
then boom, you're at freaking Canada. So
I've never been to Canada,
You're missing out.
and you're Canadian.
Yes.
I'll tell you this too: you are the only pleasant Canadian I've ever met.
I'm not surprised. I'm
Like
so
legitimately,
sorry.
you are the nicest Canadian
Well,
I've ever met by far.
That makes me so
she's
happy.
dual citizen.
Yeah,
Don't
I
forget
got the
that.
American part too.
So
See,
that
that's
is
why.
that is probably why as well.
That plays a
So-
big part of it,
Canadians are so mean, and I say that as a Canadian. So
right?
no offense to anybody out there.
I know. I went to high school with 2 or 3 of them. One of them is the reason I quit marching band.
Oh my gosh.
The other one, he was just real full of himself. I can't remember who the third one was, but there was definitely 3. But 2 of them, one of them was legitimately the reason I quit band.
That's
I did it for
crazy.
7 years.
Should beat him up.
Yeah, I should. He had a concussion one time, and I used to mess with him a lot because we were friends for a while. He had a concussion, and I said, "You want me to smack you to knock your brain back into place?" Every time I was joking, 100%. I would never do that to someone with a concussion. Make that clear. But I said that to him probably 100 times. It's like, you better yet? No, okay, let me smack it. We'll see if it's better today. It's like somebody says, my leg hurts. Let me hit you in the other leg. You feel better.
Yeah, or like, oh, I have a headache, and you punch him in the arm, and like, oh, do you still feel it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't think he liked that very much.
I wonder why.
And then he went on a power trip in band. He was like a section leader or something and
Not the
ruined it for
section
everybody.
leader.
Yeah.
Always
Yeah. And you're from Sweden?
Yes.
How in the world did you end up here?
I ended up here because of a little bit of background story. My mom swam back home as well. She was a swimmer,
Okay.
very, very good swimmer. She was on our national team back home in Sweden.
Oh,
but
wow.
She decided that she was going to go and swim in the U.S. in 1986. And she swam only 1 year, though, but she swam for Alabama University
Oh,
under
wow.
Coach Don Gambrell, which is huge in the swimming world. But so she swam there, and later down the road, she tells me when I'm like around 10, 11, maybe 12, but tells me about this whole journey, and that it's a possibility of studying in the U.S. and swim, because back home there's not a big support in the universities for sports and school together. So
like student athletes are not like
there's no student athletes. There's nothing. There's only a few. There's a program in high school for that stuff, but it's not as big as well. So like how it's implemented here in the U.S. is a huge benefit for anyone who's in like high in their sport. And we went to a reunion in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. And I got to see the campus of Alabama University.
It's
a
huge school.
Yeah, it's huge, and it's a lovely campus. I love that campus. It's beautiful, and that brought more passion into swimming and wanting to go here. And so I decided that that's what I was going to do after I graduated high school. And of all places, I wanted to go somewhere that was not East or West Coast.
I don't blame you on that
so
one.
I wanted to go somewhere in the middle of the U.S. and see something different because we've already traveled to the U.S. a lot before. So I wanted to see something different. And it ended up with Lindenwood just because the coaches seemed very nice and like the ones I were looking for. And the team was like really good that I wanted. I wanted a challenge as well and not just go to a school where I look good because everyone else is bad that they recruited or whatever. Like, so it became this, and then the biggest thing was also that here at Linwood they were there and hopefully still will be offering computer science as a degree. So because that was my main priority is, hey, does any school that I'm searching to have a computer science degree? And then just like after was how's the swimming team? But it was mainly focused, hey, do the school have a computer science degree? If it didn't, then I wouldn't be not applying. Because it's always been like, for me with like computers and tech and stuff, that's all thanks to my dad introduced me to video games. But yeah, so coming back to, it's all thanks to my mom that I am here today in the U.S. here at Lindenwood, being a senior and will be the first one in the family to graduate from in the U.S.
That's
from
awesome.
A different country or in a different country. So
congratulations on that. That's awesome.
Thank
That's
you.
really cool. What event did you do mostly in swimming?
I were in the distance swimming. So I swam freestyle and the long distances. I pretty much swam all except the sprint stuff of freestyle. So I swam the mile, the 1,000, 500, 200, and that's about it. Because then the 150 was more the sprint stuff. But I did swim almost all freestyle events.
Is freestyle just like the regular?
Yeah, the regular, just like
I don't know much about
yeah. It's hard to there's a different word I have for it in Swedish, but it's the most normal one where you kind of like
it's
are
not
just
the butterfly.
No, it's not the butterfly and I think the other strokes kind of like explain themselves very easily, just like breaststroke, butterfly, backstroke. But then you have freestyle, which you can swim a freestyle event like a breaststroke. There's a few little different rules to it, but you could swim like a butterfly. Like if it's a 50 freestyle, it is a freestyle.
Right.
You can swim but because you can swim any way, through history, they were starting to find that there's a fourth, like the fourth stroke of fast. Like it's so freestyle have become this. Now you kick and you pull with your arms under your stomach and then over back, recovering up, instead of, when you do like butterfly, you're doing two arms and then you're doing a full kick with both your legs together. So, but yeah, so that's what I did. I did distance swimming for a long time, I've always done it since I got here as well. So,
how many laps back and forth is the mile swim?
I don't remember. So they have a board where they do flip the numbers and give how many lengths you have left. And they will put it down underwater so you can like kind of like lean up and kind of look at it and see where you're at. But I was always so used to counting myself because I would not, I don't know, it just was when you were in practice, there's no one that's doing like that counting for you. So you just have to count yourself. Like I swam multiple like 500 or 400s, 1500s like in meters because meters is the regular swim course back home in Europe. So, but I used to swim so much distance swimming that and practice and stuff as well that I just had to keep count of that myself. So I was never I didn't trust them. So I don't really know exactly the length, the number of lengths for it. I think it's like up around 60 lengths. 60 or something, I think.
Like back and forth?
Yeah, so one length is just up from one side to the other, and that's one length.
So back and forth is 2.
So yeah, back and forth is
so it's
2.
30. Good Lord.
Yes.
I don't think I could do 1.
No, I couldn't.
Can you swim?
I tried over the summer with him.
Yeah, well,
so I was like, oh, I'm going to be a swimmer just like you. Oh my God,
Well,
doing
she
like
can't-
25 is hard.
I'm saying she can swim, and she
I
can
cannot
swim
swim
really
like
good
that.
actually.
Not like
Like
that.
She just won't admit it.
He's buffing me.
for being a non like swimmer and not having ever been
Right.
doing like a full
My
time like
siblings
swimming.
did swimming. We just didn't have any
She does
interest.
swim really well.
Okay.
Like I will say that. So
Oh, thank you.
I can sort of swim enough not to drown.
Yay.
I can tread water for the most part. If there's any alcohol involved, I can't swim.
Valid.
Like any alcohol, I cannot swim.
Did you like a handstand with alcohol?
What?
Like a handstand underwater with alcohol?
I can't do anything. If I'm drinking and getting to water, it don't end good. It doesn't end good.
Well, keep that in mind. We'll take you away from like pools and like rivers.
Oh, I'm a great time on the river. I just don't go very
just don't
far
go
out.
in.
I just don't go farther than knee deep. And if I do, I'm not obliterated yet. But a couple years ago, I may have told this story on here before. A couple years ago, I was down at the river.
Mm-hmm.
It was like I just started. Like I didn't drink until like 2 years ago at all. I didn't drink until I was 21.
Good for you.
And I wasn't even that drunk,
Not
but
in
I
a bad
was.
way.
You know how like when you're outside in the sun,
Yep.
alcohol hits you
Yeah,
faster.
yeah. Well,
I only had 3 or 4 drinks, but I was drunk.
yeah. Well, it's all that water that from all your sweat that's
It's a
disappearing, and
antidiuretic,
that's just
too.
Yeah.
that's just messing you up
So
more
you
than
just,
yeah.
I was drunk, and I was with my friend and his girlfriend, and we were in the water. I was in the water with his girlfriend. Apparently, she was drunk too, and we both got swept up in the water. Some guy pulls us out a little bit down. Turned out it was her ex-boyfriend
Oh,
that pulled her out of the
That
water.
saved you guys?
that's
That's
crazy. I'd rather just get swept away.
What are the chances of that? And the guy was not a good guy, but he saved my life.
Yeah.
So I can't hate him. I don't like what he did, but he saved me. So I don't try to swim anymore when I'm drunk.
That's valid.
I'll go
Fair
in the
enough.
water, but I'm not going to try to I got to be able to touch and I got to be in full control.
Yeah. Fair enough.
The ocean's a little different because you got to go way out there.
Yeah.
And a pool, I've never drank in a pool, so I don't know how that would go.
I'm excited for
I
summer.
I think
just
you
for
should
that.
like
What?
yeah. So, sorry. Go
Sorry,
on.
I'm so sorry. I'm just so excited for summer just to drink in a pool.
I do agree with like there's that aspect of having a few drinks in a pool or at a pool or at the river, and I do encourage that people that do not know how to swim just don't be at the waters. Like if you don't know how to swim at all,
Sit on the
and
riverbank.
yeah, and
Have a
especially
nice
if you're drinking as well, don't even freaking touch it. Like you need to know that.
Yeah.
You need to control yourself.
I'll wear
I'm
a
just
life
saying
jacket.
that
Like,
from
I'm not
a
embarrassed. I'll wear a life jacket.
yeah,
You should
and I'm
get
just saying that
floaties.
as like from a perspective like how I even got into swimming was because my parents wanted me to know how to swim. My mom, even though she was a swimmer, said he does not have to do swimming. If he wants to do a different sport, that's what he does. But he's gonna learn how to swim. So they put me in swim lessons and everything, and then I just kept on going because I thought it was fun. Like it just happened kind of naturally because of it. But I'm still recommending anyone that hey, if you don't know how to swim, go and learn how to swim. If you're going to want to do like water activities like that, and then anyone still who knows how to swim, just be careful what you do, because it doesn't matter if it's you or anything. It could be other people that do something, and be aware of the surrounding you're in, because if you jump off cliffs and shit, you don't know what's under there. So like, please check those areas before you jump or do anything stupid, because I've been with and heard way too many cases of people hitting their head and drown because they didn't check the area, or, you know, they slipped or whatever and just got really hurt bad.
People forget when you're jumping from that high off a cliff, you gotta go down way farther than you go jumping in a pool. You got to check that. You got to know how deep it is. You got to know. I won't do it. I don't like heights.
Oh, I love cliff jumping. Like,
Really?
Yeah.
I would not have guessed that.
Oh, there's a spot in, I think it's Shelbyville, Indiana, that me and my friends in high school used to go to during the summer. And I was really upset because I lost my necklace one time. But they go up to like 30 feet or something. And like, I'm terrified of drowning. So like, it's like a dual thing. I don't know. But it's so fun. Like the adrenaline. And then they have like a zip line thing you just fall into.
It is a lot of fun. I'll say that myself. But I've always, when I've gone with my friends, and my friend group is good with like keeping track on that. It's just, we always check that there's enough water or like enough depth for us to probably jump. So, and that's thanks like that. And I'm very thankful for my like friends, because some other groups might not be like that. Right. But you might be the only one wanting to check that. But yeah,
a lot of boats now, they had the depth finder.
Yep.
And our buddy Dan,
the fish finder.
Yeah,
fish
finder.
Our buddy Dan, he hadn't been on here, surprisingly. I don't know why he hasn't been on here yet, but he has not been on. He's got a boat, and he takes it out, and we've gone out with him once. But it tells you exactly how deep the water is underneath you, no matter where you're at. And they're cliff jumpers, and I'm not.
You should try it. It's really not that bad.
I can't swim.
Floaties.
That's not gonna end good.
Do it in style.
Apparently, it's more dangerous to jump with the life jacket than it is without the life jacket. Like, 'cause it comes up on you.
It comes. Well, it
can,
it can pull your neck.
Yeah.
And if you're having it around your arms as well, you could probably pull your arm out of the sockets for sure. So it's.
Oh, never mind. Don't do that.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, because you're having something that's supposed to float, and like having it less resistant from the no resistance of the water, and just. That pulls you up while you're still kept going down. Like, it's two forces working against each other. It's just going to end bad. So, yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's way more dangerous. Like, if you're going to go cliff jumping, you have to know how to swim.
Well, what if you did, like, you know, in skydiving where they attach you to somebody and then you fly up a plane? Like, what if you did that for, like, cliff
That's how
jumping?
you get smashed in the water.
Well, just skydiving, like, limp. Take control.
Skydiving, you're coming down slowly. Well, you're coming fast. Well, you're coming fast. But you're coming slow, and you're coming where you can both land on your feet. Where in the water, you're going to get pancaked.
I mean, just hope he doesn't belly flop, because you'll be getting impact.
So don't go cliff jumping with you is what I'm hearing.
I mean...
with these ideas.
I have great ideas. I'm inspiring the world. Like, you know, someone's going to listen and be like, you know what? We should make attachable, like, not life jackets, but like something else. So you can go cliff jumping with your friends and they would not drown.
Well, if you just duct taped each other together and jumped.
That would.
But you'd have to be like a torpedo and the other person has full movement. Like a jellyfish.
Wow.
You know what I've always wondered with swimming? The TV show Survivor. They're always out in the water.
Oh, yeah.
And people go on the show and they don't know how to swim.
Yeah.
If you're applying for Survivor in general, because sometimes they call you 2 days before. I get that. If you're applying, I have applied for Survivor. They didn't call me back, and I'm bitter. But
because you couldn't swim.
I was a little better of a swimmer then, because I used to swim, but then I didn't swim for 5 years and forgot how. I was 19 when I applied, about 5 years ago. I could swim decently then. But yeah, they never called me. But people go on that, and then have you ever seen the show The Challenge on MTV?
No.
It's all swimming stuff. And these people know, because they're coming from other shows. They know they're going to be on that show time in advance. Learn how to swim. And I can't swim. But if you're going to be on Survivor, learn to swim.
Yeah.
And learn how to do puzzles. And swimming.
Ooh, I like puzzles.
I love puzzles.
It's interesting. I think it's just, I think they're just, I don't know. They're just wanting that TV time. They want to be seen. And it doesn't matter if they can't swim or if they're good at like solving puzzles. they're gonna be recognized. Some if they do a really good impression as well on the show. So
people go on like Big Brother now just to become OnlyFans models afterwards.
Wait, wasn't there some controversial thing about Big Brother? What's that guy's
Probably.
name? Like Mikey?
Oh, I heard about
Yeah,
this.
with the JoJo Siwa thing.
He was.
Oh, Mickey Rourke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in the movie The Wrestler. He
What?
wanted to fight Chris Jericho at WrestleMania 27 or something. Mickey Rourke played the guy in the movie The Wrestler.
Okay, anyway.
I've never seen it.
People are mad at him.
Yeah, he
Super
said
mad.
something.
He was like threatening to like. Well, first off, he was asking her about like her preferences, and then he's like threatening to like tie her up and
what?
do stuff.
Didn't he get kicked off the
I
show?
saw that this morning.
Yeah.
He got kicked off.
Like some other cast member or somebody else was trying to get like
Why?
cut it. I guess.
This is over in London, I think. And
It's a
UK.
celebrity UK.
Yeah, everybody. There's been all kinds of people on there that aren't celebrities, but
I'm really
there's my chance.
I'm trying to find the season Trisha Paytas was on.
I don't know who that is.
Jack, come on.
Do you know who that
Do
is?
you know Trisha Paytas?
Yes, you don't know her. She
no
was
idea who
one
that is.
in the Eminem music video about Jessica.
I'm seeing
something.
her live.
Where?
She's everywhere, bro.
I got tickets to go see
That's
her.
actually awesome. Dude, she's got
Do
like
you know
2
who this
kids
is?
when she was told she wasn't going to have kids.
Yeah.
Like, she's some kind of like miracle lady.
So they told Cy Robertson from Duck Dynasty he wasn't going to have kids either, and he had 2 of them. So
She's pregnant with her third.
Yeah. Well, but I don't know how to respond to that. So I'm just going to glaze over that really quick.
well,
Good for him.
do you know who this is? Who they're talking about?
Trisha Paytas.
Is
it Paytas?
not
Paytas.
not really. I'm
You saw
pretty
her,
bad
you
with
recognize her.
that's like I was just gonna say I'm pretty bad with remembering names. I do remember faces.
Okay.
I'm a lot more like I remember faces a lot better.
So I used to be really, really good with names. I used to work at an obstacle course gym, Ninja Warrior type thing, and I would work birthday parties. And these would be, 20, 30 kids in there, and I could tell you by the end, I could tell you every single kid's name
Yeah.
in an hour. And I wouldn't remember them, but I could tell you all their names. And then I went back there to do something, and there was a kid I'd known for years. I have zero clue who that is.
Hold on.
I've never seen her before. Have you, Eric?
Nope.
I haven't
I've never
either.
seen her.
How entwined with pop culture are you?
Oh wait, is that the one that you and I talked about before
I don't know what we were talking about.
last week about the guy that was like she was
no,
no,
that's
okay.
Michaela. That's
Okay,
Kayla.
then-
I
whatever.
saw that too.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude, we're like connected.
Yeah.
That's
This is
crazy.
scary. 'Cause I'm
Whatever.
outnumbered here.
Identical.
Well, the one I was talking about was a different case, but
Okay.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Are you super entwined with pop culture? I know you are.
I
I don't know about you either, but
Depends on
I'm
the
not
subject.
like a lot because I do enjoy. I think I'm trying to get away from media as well. Like I just like don't
Off
think
the
that
grid
information not fully off the grid, but like somewhat as well. Yes, because like the field I want to go in is computer science, software engineering. Like yes, it's gonna be data. It's gonna be very information driven. Yes, but I'm still wanting to like live on a ranch in like somewhere that's far enough out from the cities that it's not like super like where it's more countryside, but not where it's like in the middle of freaking nowhere.
you can still get to Walmart, but you can't.
Yeah.
Necessarily.
Like I don't want to like have to be in the middle of nowhere where there might take 2 hours to get just an ambulance out
Yeah,
if
you don't
something
want that.
happens.
My dad's
So-
like that. He likes to. He wants to live in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
I don't
So
know
like
why.
I'm not saying like it's
And you target.
but so I'm kind of like trying to like go cut away from like media a bit because I've just felt like it's such like today's media, it's not about like actually getting through with good messages or it and it's just become like the
Cesspool.
new term like brain rot. It's
That's what my
just
paper's
so
about.
true. Like it's so true. I feel that, and I've been really trying to remove myself. And I feel sometimes that I actually feel better after not like today. I've been on my phone only 17 minutes
Dang.
today, and I use on my phone a black like I have no colors on my like I changed the screen settings so it's only black and white.
So it doesn't make you want to.
Well, because all the colors and stuff that they use is to try and get your attention to go and look at Instagram or Facebook or X or whatever, like whatever.
X.
So like Twitter.
I hate that it's called X.
I
But-
don't even want to look at my screen time for today because I worked a desk over at Main Media this morning. There's nothing to do.
Yeah.
There is nothing to do.
And that's one of the things I'm trying to do is like remove my time of that and change like my phone screen time to either something that's actually productive or
Right.
something that's you're learning something new or like something that is like I think looking news is fine. You just need to be careful with that, but like something that is better than just scrolling on social medias.
Right.
So
I was
that's-
playing puzzle games. That's
but
better.
I guess coming back,
Sure.
coming back to what you were asking before, because I do get very passionate about that part sometimes, but it's just I do not know a lot of the pop culture stuff. I know a little bit.
Updated sometimes.
Yeah, I get a little bit, but not a whole lot. Are you gonna if you do ask me about like country stuff or like country music or like these things I like? Yeah, I'll know more of the maybe newer news, but I wouldn't say I'm trying to stay up to date with the current stuff.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah, I'm just kind of taking it, whenever it comes and whenever I find it out. And I don't need to have it always here for me at right now.
Right.
Like it's like I have other stuff I want to do.
You get all your stuff from her. I get everything from Emily.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
And even then, I don't care.
well, one of the segments is just pop culture news. And
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
I'm literally just because I said instead of just chewing the shit all the time, we need like an
Segments.
actual segment.
Yeah, we've become very structured lately.
Really?
Not today, but like
Oh. I thought this was pretty structured.
when we have guests, I run them. I do everything. When she does the other ones, when it's just me and her, because we've done enough of them where it's just me and her, where we run out of stuff to talk about.
Mm.
So we kind of have to have a little structure. When we have new people in, I can throw it around and I can do stuff like that. But are you super invested in pop culture?
Depends. I think since like I don't know, in the summer I get so fixated on like TikToks and stuff because there's nothing else to do other than
Work.
other activities like cliff jumping. But you can't do that every day. So
You could. It's just your body would hurt.
dude,
a
it's
lot.
like $25 to go there.
Oh, you're not doing it right. You got to go find actual cliffs.
Well, they have it all so structured, and there's supposed to be like a bus under, so like people are like diving to find this bus. I'm terrified of it, so like I'm not gonna do that. But I don't mind jumping. Anyway, I digress.
There's like places like the Lake of Ozarks in Missouri here,
Go anywhere.
and then you know what you do is you go out there in the middle of the night. This is some
No,
ghost
it's
story
not what you
shit.
do.
This is some ghost story shit that I've heard.
Ghost
So,
story.
yeah.
please.
So, in like before they filled because Lake of Ozark is the biggest man-made lake in the U.S. What I've understood, and
That's true.
before they made it, there was an old town like in the valleys that is now called the lake, and my old roommate from freshman year took me it was on the day, but like he told me about this, just like, yeah, around this area, there's a whole town with the old church and stuff. And like people have said when they go out on the middle of the night, like at midnight, they can hear like the old like church bells ring.
Bro,
and like if
what?
you go under the water as well, you can even hear like people and like the bells and shit. And
What?
Yeah. So,
I want to go do that.
so and, but
My
it
dad
does
lives down
exist. You
there.
can't like they will be able to. You can see on like the underwater radars and stuff. Like you can see the structures and stuff. So
Really?
it's there, but
Like Atlantis type.
yeah, a little bit. Yeah, like
That's cool.
Sick.
but it was
I wanna do
abandoned
that.
when they like
That might be an
already from
adventure.
before before they like filled the whole like Lake of Ozarks with water. But yeah, that's pretty. It's a pretty fun like little story to tell people.
I didn't know that. My dad lives down there.
Yeah.
He works at some countertop place down there now, and he's there most of the time.
Yeah, I like Lake of Ozarks. It's beautiful down there.
I haven't been in a while. We went to, where do we go? We go to Mark Twain Lake. with
Yeah.
Dan, usually. If you go out to Kincaid Lake over in, I want to say Illinois, that's where Casey goes a lot. He goes cliff jumping. Or Kincaid, I don't know if it's what it is, but it's called Kincaid. I don't know where it's at. It's about 2 hours from here, though.
What you doing, man? I want to go. Dude, I want to go cliff jumping so bad. I want to do something like crazy.
Are you an
like that.
adrenaline junkie?
Depends.
Do you think she's a adrenaline junkie?
No, but I think that she likes to do, what's it called again? She likes to do things just out of the blue.
Oh, like spontaneous.
Spontaneous. Like,
okay.
she likes spontaneous. Like she likes to be spontaneous about things, and I think that somewhat there's a few that's like she wants adrenaline pump, but other ones are not as much. Like I would say adrenaline stuff, but it's just spontaneous.
Okay.
Just like because I think that sometimes it's just she gets bored. Not all the time, but
Can
like
you not
just
sit still?
some.
I've
she
been
can.
moving this whole time.
Oh no, she can.
I didn't know.
She can sit still. So I know that she can, and because she'll be looking on her phone while I'm working on schoolwork for like a few hours.
That's where you get my pop culture.
Yeah.
Like,
I can't sit still at all. How many times yesterday? I was down here for an hour. How many times did I leave that room and go into one you were in yesterday?
Oh, God.
At least 3 or 4.
Like 3.
At least. And then 2 other times I went and checked the recording, and I can't sit still.
I love that for you.
I
get your steps in that way.
That's one word for it. I don't think I had my phone on me, so I wasn't tracking my steps.
Well, if you want, you can go and do if you want a job that's always active, you can go to like groundskeeping here. Groundskeeping keeps you
I've
going.
done it. My cousin owns a landscaping business, and I did one job for him. It was the fire department off 100 over in Wildwood, and it's a hill. It's straight up, and he had me clear everything.
Huh?
He paid me very good money to work for 2 days for him. I went home, and I'm pretty chatty. I come home and I just passed out. I was so tired. My mom texted my cousin and was like, "Whatever your husband did to him, send him out there more."
Shit, you talk about having sleep issues. This is how you can fix it.
Oh, I was asleep by 6:15 that day.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like a dream.
No,
I
love sleeping.
like some of my colleagues here at groundskeeping have told me about like just days where they just go home and they just pass out, but they don't have too bad of day. Like I'm not saying that their days are not long and very like hard. Mm-hmm. What I'm saying is that they don't have to wake up too super early, like depending on where they live. But like they usually they start at 7 a.m, which is I'm not.
that's
don't be
early
wrong, but
for
like
me.
that is a lot better than most other blue collar jobs to start. And then they work from 7:30 or from 7 to 3:30 p.m. and then they're done. So they're done pretty early as well and that's probably the nice thing about that they work here at Linwood. I know that there's other companies where they will work from 6 to 6.
Oh, geez. Yeah, that's
as well. Like, it's just
crazy.
all depends on the job and like what they're doing and just what the client and whatever they're working for is requesting in their schedule. Like
it's hard work too.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's not for everybody.
It's hard but it's somewhat honest.
It's very honest work.
Like I'm very glad that I took the job here and do groundskeeping because I did work before for the IT technician job here at Linwood that they were collaborating with Avatar Cloud that's down in St. Louis. And it was good, but then they closed that off with when they were cutting all the sports teams here last year or in December of 2023. So, but taking the job here at groundskeeping has been very fun. My colleagues are very fun people. They're very interesting as well. They're very nice people, and they work hard to keep the campus here looking very nice and clean.
We do have a very, very nice looking campus.
We
do, but then that's
campus.
also a lot due to the groundskeeping team because we go on trash runs every morning. We go and pick up trash, like whenever we're even working. If we see a trash on the parking lots or on the grass, we pick that up. That is not students that are doing, and that's students doing of throwing trash or dropping it or whatever. Like, there's wind. It comes sometimes from outside, not like from the students, but still, it's no one else that's picking that up than the groundskeeping team. So I'm just trying to give a little credit to them because they do a very good job. Yeah,
it's something. It's a thankless job too, and you guys are great at it.
And if anyone who does listen to this, they are gonna need work. They need work Like they
I'm gonna turn
pay.
this into an ad.
Like, well, I'm just saying they need work for the next year, and they are very willing to take in students. There's been many other students from the swimming team work for them, and they love when students come and work for them because they just need the hand and they love getting it, and they're very nice people. So I recommend if you want a job and want to like as a part-time, I recommend getting there. Like they are nice people. They are very flexible as well with time. So don't worry about like any of that. If you have a tight schedule, they will not take it to heart if you can't maybe come one day as well. Like they are
nice.
Very nice. It's like you come and we're just grateful for you helping us out. So.
That's nice. My job is very by the book.
Yeah. Like that's
But
most
that's
of
a good thing, though.
Well, like there's for sure by the book stuff.
Right.
But then there's also some lenient things. So, and especially when you're a student coming in, they're very open with, giving you time if you're a student, like, hey, you need to study, then go study. Like we are just thankful for you coming in and helping us extra. Like this is giving us taking off a little more work from our hands that maybe one person had to do. Now we have another one or two, because we have me and two other student workers as a what I know of. One from soccer and one from hockey.
Okay.
So, but still, that's 3 more hands for them.
Right.
To get more work done.
3 people they didn't have before.
Yeah. Like today, we got all of, we worked all day yesterday of getting Scheidegger nicely done. And we finished off the top part of Scheidegger with the sidewalk that's towards the roads.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of grass.
That's a lot of grass. That's a lot of, like, it takes time.
Yeah.
And then today we even got, I think,
Riding mowers, zero turn.
Well, mowers, trimming, and because the mowing is on the big lawnmowers, and then there's some spots where the big lawnmowers can't go. So either that's done by push mower or by a trimmer, but then when we do trimming, it's just edging to make sure, and around buildings to make sure that the lawnmowers, because they can't get like precisely up to the building and get all the weeds, but yeah, they do get. We do edging, and there's a lot of edging to be done because you need to go on the parking lots, the sidewalks, and I'm not talking about just the ones inside of campus. We have the ones that are also by the roads. So it's a lot of ground to cover.
All the way down by the sign.
Yep. All the way from West Clay sign, like where the sign is, the entrance there, all the way up to the other entrance of where like Canes is.
Yeah, that'd take a while.
So, like, I mean, and it's not just like you go one way; it's both sides of the sidewalk as well. So it takes a while, and having those extra hands just helps. So there was a race for student workers. Just saying.
You know what I didn't talk? You mentioned picking up trash and stuff. It made me think of this. I never told you about this. There's a day I was walking to class. I left here. You were on air. I left to go to class. This would have been reporting. And I walked past the dumpster in between Nichols and Sibley by my building. And this girl turns and looks at me and is like, hey, can you help me? I was like, uh-oh, what happened? She dropped her keys in the dumpster, and I had to fish her keys out of the dumpster with the stick. Yeah.
That's such a nice Samaritan thing.
Yeah.
I would have been
I was
like,
late
to class
because of it.
you.
Well, that is very
Walked
nice.
away.
So.
Were you fully in the dumpster?
I was about to be. If I couldn't have got it with the stick she gave me, I was about to just jump in. But the week before, I threw trash in there, and it made something sounded like it clanged off. I was like, what was in there? And I go to look, and I saw something furry running around in there. Yeah. And I slammed the lid, and I bolted.
What if it's just a baby
raccoon? There's a lot of animals on this campus. Like I've seen a few raccoons at both around and just around the trash stuff.
They're so cute.
But there's, we have honey badgers as well around the creeks, or no, not honey badger.
That is not a honey badger. That's like
what are they called? The ones around the creek.
Dude, I don't know. It looks like a water vole or something.
Yeah.
We got a creek here?
Yeah, like
the little
the
creek.
little bridge thing from Guffey to.
It's a creek.
Oh, okay. I never go over there.
I like
Newside
is
a different.
Yeah.
I don't go to Newside.
But yeah,
back by the houses. I'm on Old Side only.
I love the houses.
I've never. There's one house back there, and I don't know whose it was.
I mean, I've lived in 3 different houses, and they're still super fun.
Yeah, but there's
Like,
a lot of
nothing would beat
animals
my
here on this
first ever
campus, like in
house,
overall. A lot of hawks as well around the area. Sorry.
You're okay. But yeah, we did see a hawk and an owl and
Yeah.
something. You got chased by a dog once.
Yeah, but that was at the houses though. That was just because there's some people in the housing areas,
There's a
like the
lot.
houses that are private people,
They're
like
regular
they're
people.
regular people that no student, they're not students, and they just had their dog with like outside, no leash, no nothing, like it, and just ran towards me like 6 a.m. when I'm trying to go to work.
Jeez.
That was quite like this a bit scary because like I've seen a few like I know what dogs can do. Like they're pretty vicious if they feel threatened or wants to attack someone. So
Yeah, like that one model who ironically has the same name as me, who was dating that girl from Dance Moms, Chloe something.
Oh, I didn't know Chloe was with anyone.
Yeah, she was dating, her name's Brooklyn. Something.
You got
but-
stumped on Dance Moms. That's new.
Dude, I love Dance Moms. But she was dating her for like a long time and they broke up either like last year or sometime last
Okay.
summer.
You just made her so happy saying that.
Dude, I love Dance Moms. I binged that like all summer.
I have, I don't know if I have a photo of the flag you and Casey
Oh,
hung
yeah.
up, but it's at the episode when Abby has the gold guns and she's holding them like this, and it's a
that's
pink
awesome.
American flag. And it's just a photo of her
Where
holding.
did you get that?
I custom made that
Oh,
on
I did-
Amazon.
I need that. That is so funny. Oh my god. Sorry, but
No,
I
Vanderpump
love
is
Dance
my
Moms.
old time though.
That was the fastest me and him have ever moved when you asked us to hang that up. We don't need to go into why. When you asked us to put that up, it was like that.
Oh yeah.
It was up in like, I was up on her desk in like 3 seconds.
As you
And
should.
to get me to move that fast is impressive. Other than having a raccoon in the dumpster, you know, I don't run. So if I'm running, there's a problem.
No, there. Okay, I worked for a school district, and one of our tasks that day was to cut up like hundreds of cardboard boxes. So we just brought all of it out to the back of the office and just cut them up out there. We were almost done. All of a sudden, we were about to put the lid down, and we hear like scratching.
Oh.
It's like 100 degrees out.
Oh, it's
So
Oh, it's gonna roast in
my coworker looks in. She goes, "Oh shit!" And it's a raccoon in there. So we go get one of our supervisors, and we're like, "Hey, there's an animal in this recycling dumpster, and the dump was coming that day." And she goes, "That thing can't get crushed." So that day, she called animal control. Me and my coworker just sat looking out the window for about the rest of the day, just watching them try and get this raccoon out.
I'm glad you were so productive at that job.
We also watched a whole season of Below Deck.
oh my god.
And
Oh
old
my
Kardashians,
God.
not the new ones,
What?
the old
Wait, wasn't
ones.
Below Deck?
Yeah.
Was it that? Isn't
My
it the one
roommates
my
last year watched that all the time
Yeah.
at night.
I was going to say, did you make him watch that by his reaction?
Yeah,
I've
no,
never
well,
watched it
it's-
until I met my old roommates. Because there was 3 of them, 2 graduate students, and then 1 girl who was my age.
all
And like
all
they're all
teammates
into
of
pop.
mine.
Yeah,
so.
they're all very pop culture-y. And they're watching Below Deck, and then Below Deck like Australia or
yeah,
something.
Australia. Yeah.
There's a bunch of spinoffs.
Yeah.
I've never.
It's
Seen
so I don't even know.
It's so good.
It's so that's something I would watch. Like I like reality TV just for like
I
for
like-
fun.
I
But,
like
like that I have
competition
to pay
reality.
attention to.
I like Survivor, Big Brother, those type of shows.
You like the competition.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
like
Naked and Afraid.
That one's not bad.
I like
that one's
one.
good.
That
It's
one's kinda funny.
strange, but it's not.
Yeah, I'd always watch it in hotels.
Mm.
Sorry,
It's such a weird.
not like in a weird way.
I
Like,
watch
when it just-
Naked and Afraid in hotels.
like not like oh I just go to a hotel so I can watch this, but like we'd always like travel the time and like every time I'm with my family it'd always be on TV.
See,
So like
that was Everybody Loves Raymond in my family. We would watch the not Comedy Central, TV Land, and it was anytime we're in a hotel, it was Everybody Loves Raymond, and King of Queens was on after that, and then who's the Elaine from Seinfeld? What's her name? The actress.
Julia.
Yeah,
Louise
something.
Dreyfus.
Yeah, she had a show after that. And it was those 3 shows. That's what we watch every time we're in a hotel. Everybody Loves Raymond, King of Queens, and the show with Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Wow.
I definitely did not say that name right. But yeah.
Well, it wasn't Seinfeld.
No, it was
something else.
The Adventures of something Christine.
I don't know.
Hold on, I'm gonna look it up.
I always watched South Park.
I've never
That
been.
was mine.
I've never
Was
been a
South
South Park
Park.
fan.
That's so funny.
I think
love
one of
South Park.
the TV shows that would always be on for me would be like any like crime series, but I think specifically NCIS.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like
So-
Miami.
The New Adventures
no,
of Old
just
Christine is what it's
Base, just base NCIS, nothing,
Oh.
no
The original
extensions.
one.
The original, so the original one
Awkward
from the
Emily in
beginning.
Miami.
called. I've never really been into.
I was the only one I did accept as like maybe another one to watch was NCIS New Orleans,
Yeah, that's a good one.
but Miami one was not that.
I've never seen.
Peter's
it.
I'm just saying this. I'm not the biggest fan of this. I watch like bits. The only thing that I watch ever like very of crimes like was NCIS because it would always be on at 8:00 p.m. in Sweden, like for some reason on one of our channels, and it would be me and my mom watching it. Like it became a
good
little
show.
routine for us to always do together. So,
What is your favorite show ever?
ooh.
Man,
Start with you, and we'll go to you, Eric.
that's a good
Brooklyn.
question.
There's so many options. What kind of shows do you watch? You watch comedies? You watch? I mean, it sounds like you watch a lot of trashy reality shows.
Well,
And that's
Oh, no,
a
no,
genre.
no.
That's not
but
it.
like I like
Eric's eyes popped out of his head when he said that. When I said that,
like my favorite genre ever is horror.
really,
Yeah. But like
I
TV
can see
shows,
that.
there's not really a lot of horror shows.
No.
There's more like thrillers. I like the haunting of what's it called?
The
Haunting of
was it Hill House?
yeah, something like that. Like that was like, oh why? Like I can't stop watching this. And I
Really?
love Criminal Minds. Like I don't know who
I can
doesn't.
see that.
That's really good.
I've never seen it.
Except for I haven't finished the last newer seasons because they just came out. What is it called? It's like a spin-off, but not spin-off because it like is immediately like after everything. But that's been pretty interesting. Like watch this guy's like spine get ripped open and stuff.
Jesus
Wow.
Christ.
So that was
Now-
pretty cool.
Now, growing up, were you more of a Disney kid or Nickelodeon kid?
Definitely not Disney. I love
I was-
Disney as an
yeah.
adult because like I love Mulan. Like that's my favorite. I like
don't
the
know
song.
what that is.
Milan.
What?
Oh, hold me back.
Even,
What
oh,
you're
that's
playing?
crazy.
I'm being 100%. That's not the one with the Rock, right?
What do you mean the
That's
Rock?
Moana. That's new. We're talking like early 2000s, like Milan.
Were you talking about The Rock?
Isn't the Rock in some animated movie that sounds
That's
like
Moana.
Yeah, that's yeah.
He's Maui. Oh my god, I
Yeah.
just watched the second
But-
one with my roommate. Ugh.
Mulan
okay,
Hold on.
is
Let me, before you guys crucify me, let me look up
Yeah,
what it
y'all
is.
better hold me back because Mulan's
Um,
great.
I honestly probably don't know what it is.
Like, the one
I-
song that's been stuck in my head.
Oh.
Let's get down to business.
I know
Wait,
that
what
song.
song?
Yeah, that's first.
I have no idea what this is.
Oh, that's crazy.
What year did it come out?
That's
98.
crazy.
And you've never seen it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Brooklyn, I am the most
Jack.
cultured person
that's
you will
not
ever
even
meet.
culture. That's just
Um,
like history. That's just
But
like.
yeah,
I have never ever seen this in my life. I have no clue what this is, and I'm not joking. I'm being 100% serious.
I think
So we had a guy that didn't believe that he thought it was a bit because he was talking about Travis Scott and a couple other rappers, and I had zero clue who any of them were. And then he showed me pictures, and I still didn't know who they were. And he's like,
You
"This
don't like
guy's
the
serious."
songs?
Huh?
You don't know any of the song.
Nope.
What's that really popular one that came out? Part of Astroworld.
I don't even know
I
what
have
that
no
is.
idea either. I probably will recognize maybe one or two,
Astro
but
World is a Travis Scott.
I know Travis Scott because he smoked a joint in the ring at when John Cena turned heel.
But he's Kylie Jenner's like baby daddy.
You're lucky
Is
I
it
know.
the baby?
You're lucky
is.
I know who Kylie Jenner is.
Yeah. She's with Timothy
Yeah.
Chalamet now.
Yeah.
You think
who's
I know who
dating
that
Lily
is?
Rose Depp.
I don't. If I'm being honest, most of those like relations afterwards with one, I'm like, I don't care.
Timothy
That does not
Chalamet's
matter.
like that guy, that French kid.
Didn't
that
Adam
looks
Sandler
really
make fun of
sick.
him?
Yeah.
That
Okay.
looks sick.
Adam Sandler.
Like he's so
what-
skinny and like he just looks
I-
really.
He's not cute to me.
No, I
I
don't
don't
think
get
he's
it.
cute.
I love Adam Sandler.
He's the best.
He's the best.
He is the best.
No,
They're
well,
in
no,
conversation. That's so
I'm just saying. No, I'm being honest. Like he's the
He's so
biggest.
funny.
Well, he's funny, and not only that, but he actually does not go by what Hollywood is saying or doing. He goes exactly the way that he's going to do.
He wears basketball shorts and a hoodie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he did it to the Oscars as well. Not
He
like
was hosting it or something.
yeah. So like, but he has always been his own person and never gone
What are
by
you doing here?
what Hollywood wants or thinks, and that is why he, I think, has become lately as well the most favorite actor of all time, just because he's not going by what Hollywood wants.
He's fun.
Yeah.
And somehow he gets Jennifer Aniston to play his wife in every movie.
Adam
I would.
Sandler.
Or Drew Barrymore
I
or
would.
Selma Hayek.
Adam Sandler is like the Bill Belichick of Hollywood.
Yeah.
The
Exactly.
way he
Good way to put it.
dresses.
Happy Gilmore 2 is coming out in June.
With Travis Kelce.
And MJF.
Who?
MJF
That's who you know. That's it.
is the longest reigning champ in AEW.
Okay, well that makes sense.
I know pro wrestling. That's about all
Also,
I
you
know.
know, like the most
Right.
random people,
Uh-huh.
like the nichest group.
You remember
But-
I announced pro wrestling. I interview pro
Yeah.
wrestlers. Like that's kind of somehow become my field.
You interview Kylie Jenner. Get the tea on that.
Yeah, right.
But still,
There's
kinda-
like 9
I
people
want
that listen to
Chloe.
this.
I want Chloe.
If you can pull that off, you can. What were you saying?
DM her right now.
Go
But-
for it.
I still think it's kind of crazy that you have not seen like the early Disney stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sorry.
actually
Like even
insane.
like I'll say like during my childhood, like back in Sweden, Nickelodeon was the thing. Disney did exist, like Disney Channel, but
Yeah.
it was not as common that people would be watching it, just because there were still issues of like trying to have those channels overseas and shit and stuff. But like I still watched a lot of Disney movies for
Lion
being
King's
a kid.
Disney too, right?
What?
Lion King.
Yeah.
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 I love Lion King.
That's a good movie.
What about,
I've seen that. At least I've seen that, right?
You better.
yeah, I was saying.
Have you seen The Little Mermaid?
Probably. Long time ago.
What's her name?
Ariel.
Okay.
He's going places.
Under the sea.
Snow White.
Her
That's
real
a
name?
classic.
No, not the real name. Just have you seen it?
I'm sure I have. I don't remember, but I'm
Like
sure
the
I've
Seven
seen.
Dwarfs.
Yeah, I mean, I know what it is. That I know what it is. But I don't watch movies. It's kind of a problem. I don't watch movies. Somebody
think
asked me
that's
what my
a-
favorite Disney movie was, and you know what I said?
Shrek.
Mighty Ducks.
Okay. I was like,
Valid.
if
Two.
you said Shrek,
The second
that's
one.
wrong for multiple reasons.
It's not. It's
'Cause-
DreamWorks.
Yeah, I'm like, it's not
And the new
Disney.
Shrek
Yeah.
movie looks garbage, and I love Shrek, so it's
You see,
upsetting.
they made a Minecraft movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I got the Minecraft meal.
How is it?
I mean, the food was kind of booty because they gave me.
It's just regular McDonald's. It's just always gonna be
They
shit.
gave
So
me the worst nuggets I've ever. It was soggy. It looked like someone just licked it and put it in the bag. And like I ate it. But
Is this the one off of Zumwalt over there?
yeah, the Zumba one is so bad. And then
We
but-
probably shouldn't have said the.
Oh, sorry.
I
But-
said it.
Oh my god! But I got the ugliest toy too. I really want that stupid Grimace egg, which he got. Naturally.
yeah, I got that one.
But I
That was
got this
kinda funny.
freaking duck thing. Not only is it fugly, it also just like so ugly. Like you're
But
supposed to
yeah.
get the skins too. I don't play Minecraft. I used to.
It's a great game.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
a great game. I just suck at it.
But
I'm so sorry. But that skin that you get from her, so ugly as well. The Grimace egg, he just looks like a fat guy. I want that. Like a purple
What?
fat guy.
Is Grimace the guy that threw out the first pitch at the Mets game and then they got on a hot streak and made the playoffs? Why am I
Grimace?
asking you? You don't know that. Yeah, Grimace, the big purple guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mascot. Yeah, he went
Yeah.
to the Mets game and threw out the first pitch and then they won like 12 in a row.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Interesting.
See, I
Yeah.
know weird shit.
But-
So like they
but,
silenced us.
I'll say like the Minecraft movie. Yeah, it looks like probably not like.
It's a kid's movie.
Yeah, it's a kids movie.
Except for
Yeah,
adults are
it's not.
watching.
But
Yeah.
it's. I guess it's only like as people that are a big fan of Minecraft and like in the community, because I do like, because I'm in computer science and I'm in tech and gaming. Like I know some stuff. I'm not like so.
Oh, I
But-
played the crap out of it.
But
I was a
it's just
Minecraft
like
kid.
the community got a lot of good references in the movie, which I think people are very happy about, and that's why it's also so well. Like that's why it succeeded.
Shout out
Because I don't think
Technoblade.
otherwise it was
Yep.
the story itself. I haven't watched it, but like from what I've seen, it didn't seem like that was a great of a story movie at all. Like
It's
it
the
was
return of
just
Jack Black though. We haven't seen him since Mario.
I mean, he's in Kung Fu Panda, and they made it recent.
Yeah.
Well, he's
it kind of
Jason Momoa,
actually-
though.
You're
Oh,
lucky.
yeah.
I know who that is.
Do you?
Yeah.
Aquaman.
You hesitated a
have you
little
seen
bit.
Aquaman? Okay, well then
No.
there you go.
I know who he
Or
is though.
Game of Thrones. No? Okay, well,
Wow.
At least we tried.
I know who he is. I can point him out.
But
he looks like a bigger Roman Reigns.
Just shut up. No, I started Game of Thrones a while ago. I did not think there was that much nudity in it.
Bro, there's everything like incest.
Dude, I watched it. Every like 5 minutes, you got titties in your face. And I'm like, okay.
That's how the early seasons of Shameless are.
Oh my God. And like the intro, not the intros, or is it the any scene with V in it is just straight up titties.
Yep. That might be the best show ever made.
Shameless?
Yeah. Except for the last 2 seasons when they get rid of, when Emily Rossum leaves the show.
Yeah,
Fiona.
they get rid of Fiona. But
that is a fantastic show.
It is a fantastic show. I just hated that they, like, I liked Fiona because she seemed like the most rational. Obviously, 'cause she's like the only adult. But like, when she started cheating on every freaking boyfriend, I was just like, I can't watch this. Yeah. Like, I can watch it, but like, oh, Fiona, I don't like you as much. And like, they made everybody an alcoholic, which is, fine because that's like Southside.
Yeah.
And then, they all hated her for taking care of them. And I was like, this is so annoying. But, like, it's such a good show.
So have you seen all of it?
No.
How far did you get?
I'm trying to think. The Svetlana drama.
No, that's when it started going downhill.
Yeah.
When they got rid of her. She kept it interesting.
I like Svetlana.
I didn't realize. Have you seen the show Reba?
Like with
Reba? It's called Reba.
No.
Well, the boyfriend on that show, the baby daddy, the husband, like the kid, ends out he's Kev on Shameless. And I didn't put it together for the longest time.
They made him so ugly in the later seasons.
They made him so stupid.
I thought he was always stupid, though.
Yeah, but he gets real. You watch Modern Family?
Yeah.
You know how Phil gets really stupid at the end?
Yeah.
It's like that.
Same like.
They try to make him too slapstick.
Yeah.
And Modern Family is one of the best sitcoms ever made. It's such a good show. I've seen it too much to the point that like I can't watch the older seasons because I've seen the same episodes like 45 times and they're not funny anymore. But if I start later on, it's not.
They had a lot of crazy jokes in the beginning.
Yeah, they did. It was a good show.
It is.
Did you watch Modern Family?
A little bit. But
it's a great show.
I've also had I've been probably more of a movie watcher than series watcher.
Okay.
I do like some series when the ones I do like. I guess because we were talking about that, like coming back, like what our favorite series was, and I'm so unsure because, I don't know like how much, like because like there's different series for sure, like there's the regular series and then you have like the anime stuff as well. Like there's some good anime series, and I mean like good. Like
you mean like cartoons? You mean Japanese anime?
No, Japanese anime.
Okay.
So I mean like anything that's or based from like a manga.
Okay. Like Naruto and Dragon Ball.
Yeah. So I'm currently getting through Naruto as like right now.
Which one is it, Naruto or Naruto? Because you got me laughing now.
I would say Naruto.
That's what I thought it was too.
So,
as he says, Naruto.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's all the same.
But yeah, so I'm getting through that. But like, and I would say it's a great series. I'm not saying that it's my most favorite yet, like because I'm not done. If I would choose one best series to watch, Attack on Titan.
I've never seen that.
Recommend it.
Yeah.
It is mind-blowingly good as a story. You will not
the
expect.
story's insane.
Do I have to read it?
No.
No.
You can watch it. It's on Hulu for free.
I don't think I've ever read.
Or I think.
I mean, like no, I don't. I mean, like, do I have to read the
subtitles?
Yeah.
No, there's dubbed as well.
Yeah,
So
the
there's
English
dubbed.
version's pretty good too.
But yeah. So that on that side, I would say that Attack on Titan is my favorite, and then I think my favorite overall TV series that's like regular would probably be.
I could probably guess.
I'm thinking of.
What do you think it is?
I think it's Yellowstone.
No, it's not Yellowstone.
I've never
I do
seen that.
love Yellowstone.
Really
I haven't either.
I love Yellowstone, and I've watched all this stuff except the new season of 1923.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's like a Fox exclusive or something, isn't it?
No, it's
Like
Paramount.
Paramount.
Yeah.
Okay.
Paramount Plus.
Yeah, but I think my favorite overall, because I also watched it through my childhood, was the Walking Dead.
Oh,
right
Walking
now.
Dead.
Don't hurt me.
We're gonna hit him.
I haven't seen it ever.
What do you do?
I watched it when I was
watched
6 years
sitcoms.
old.
Literally.
I wasn't allowed to
I
watch
watched
it.
stuff in elementary school and talked.
I wasn't allowed to
about
watch it.
Why
Wow.
zombies? Zombies are cool.
I don't know. We just never. I don't know if I wasn't
Yeah.
allowed. We just
I mean,
never watched it in my house.
Cannibal scene kind of made me unhappy
But-
when I was younger.
Okay, I watch sitcoms and that's about it. I'm getting into documentaries now, but I watch like 2.5 Men.
Oh, I didn't like that one.
What?
Yeah.
With Charlie Sheen?
Yeah.
That's an excellent show.
It's okay.
No, it's an
Yeah.
excellent show. The older seasons are really good. When Jake's a kid, when Jake grows up, it's terrible. And then Ashton Kutcher comes in and they adopt a kid, and it's not good. But 2.5 Men, like the middle was something I grew up on.
Was that with like Sue
Yeah.
Brick? And,
Yeah.
I like that one.
That's a
it was in
great show.
Indiana too.
Yeah,
They were like this on my
in
hometown.
Orson, Indiana. Is that a real city?
Dog, I have no idea. I live in central Indiana. The only
Okay.
thing that matters to me is Indianapolis, Carmel, Westfield, Zionsville.
Oh, Fort Wayne.
I mean, my freshman year school is like right by Fort Wayne.
Okay,
I don't like it.
for that reason.
No, I just don't like Fort Wayne.
Okay, I've never been there, but yeah,
And
I
Amish
went.
people are there.
What?
They're pretty cool.
What'd you say?
Amish people.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I went when I went to Chicago on the train 3 years ago, before I knew you. I was sitting in Union Station in Chicago, and I've never seen that many people really, but it was all Amish people,
Yeah.
and they all have beards down to like the middle of their
cool.
chest. Yeah, and they were all dressed real fancy, and
Yeah.
I was.
One time I saw
Uh-oh.
Amish people going through a McDonald's drive-through.
Going through
With their
it.
carriage.
Yeah.
That's
What?
epic. That's freaking epic. I would
Have you
love to
seen
see that.
They're like, yeah, horses are fine.
Oh yeah.
That's epic.
I mean, it only has the like height thing,
Yeah,
and the
'cause-
buggy didn't hit the height bar, so I guess they were like,
What
"Oh,
if,
we
like,
can go
the
through."
horse poops in the drive-through.
Oh well.
well, it's like
Whoever
But
just
what
got
about
hired
birds
has to
then?
pick it
That
up.
would be horrible.
I'm just saying, like, there's no difference between.
Well, like I would hate
it's
it if I
bigger
ran
poop,
over
but who
horse
cares?
poop and then just
Well, you're driving over probably bird poop all
okay,
the time.
but like, have you
so-
seen horse poop? That is
Yeah,
like
I've seen it, but I'm just
You
saying
need a
it's
shovel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I ran over a chair one time on the highway,
A what?
a
chair.
share.
folding chair. I
That
couldn't
would-
get out of the way, and there was
that
a
would
chair.
ruin my
I couldn't
day.
get around it. I was in the middle lane, and it was on 141 over there by Maryville.
Oh,
I know where
yeah,
that is.
yeah.
I'm shocked, you know.
I've been to Maryville.
Okay.
Wait, have I?
Yes,
No, I'm
you
thinking about
have.
Maryland Heights. Wait.
Yes, you have.
Maryville's a college.
Yes.
Oh yes, my sophomore year, I went to a Maryville like hockey party.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Maryville's over there by the hospital on
Yeah.
141
Yeah.
and by 40.
Yes.
Yeah, it was over there. There was just a folding chair in the middle of the road, and I saw it. By the time I saw it, I couldn't get over, and maybe it was a table. I can't remember. It was a folding something. It was a folding chair or a folding table. I can't remember.
I feel like a table would do more damage.
It didn't do any damage, thankfully.
My tiny little car got destroyed.
My car's high up, so
What car do you have?
I got a RAV4.
A
What
what?
is that?
RAV4, it's Toyota. It's a great
Oh.
car.
Is that like a sedan or like a?
SUV kind
Not
of.
really. It's not quite an SUV, but it's not small. It's the one. It's not a Jeep, but it looks like when you see the tires on the back of the car.
Yeah.
It's a Forerunner?
A what?
A Forerunner?
I don't know.
Is it
Toyota
like the-
Forerunner?
No, it's a RAV4.
Girl. Sorry.
I don't know. I don't know cars at all.
Wait, you say
Neither do we.
T4
It's a Toyota RAV4.
RAV4.
Is that like the thing that like
It's black.
it looks like the like
It's
Jeep
2010.
Liberties?
Jeep Liberties.
No. Not a Jeep.
It's a black car. It gets me from here to there just fine.
Oh my god, I think
You've
Right.
probably seen
Oh.
me drive it before.
It's a bit bigger, yes.
dang, that's a fancy car.
This is-
Oh, that doesn't look. Mine's about 10 years
that
older
is
than
a
that.
that's just
That's
that's a
pretty
fancier
fancy.
version though. But yeah, but yeah,
That's a new one. I have
Yeah.
a 2010.
yeah.
I feel like that would survive it.
But that's more like the S.
Oh, yeah.
That's still more like an SUV
It's-
style. It's a bigger car than like a sedan.
Yeah, it's like significantly bigger than your car.
So
Yeah,
It's
you
higher
saw
up
that.
at least.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
car, it's probably about the same size,
The
but it's just
lane.
higher
it's
up.
higher
Yeah.
up and not as low, and you
I
have a
love
little
my
bit
car.
higher on the roof as well.
I had to drive my stepdad's Buick the other day because my car's in the shop, and it's so low down, and it drives like a boat. And I'm glad I was able to drive something,
Yeah,
but like this thing is a pain to drive. It drives like a boat
a boat.
because it's so wide,
Yeah.
but it doesn't look wide until you drive it. It's like, good lord, this thing is like driving a house.
Oh my god, that's like driving my
Okay,
mom's
another
car.
here comes another when we're in Carson driving. Can you guys drive a manual?
No,
no.
Oh.
You guys should learn.
They don't make them over here.
This is
They're
Well,
hard to find.
there you can find them.
Yeah, but like
All the U-Haul stuff,
Yeah,
manual.
really.
Yes.
Like a U-Haul box truck is manual?
Most, if you're gonna drive like any like moving stuff, they're gonna be manual.
It's they
And
call
the
it,
same for like any like equipment stuff, manual. Like there's trucks, tractors, shit, like all that. Gonna be
Casey's
manual.
is manual, isn't it? I don't think he has to. His is automatic.
I think his is automatic.
It's getting for sure like a lot more common with automatic.
what do you mean
But-
it's getting? It is.
But I
For, like,
still
work.
think that
Yeah.
You're
I
right.
still think that getting manuals are good because most automatic cars are also computers, or like they are like it's a computer inside. If those are dead, the only thing that's left to drive is the manuals. So
Bro, I love my automatic. I
'Cause
mean,
all-
manual
'cause
looks
all the-
sick, though. Like,
because
y'all
all
look
the
super
anything
cool.
anything with the engine is connected with the computer. The
Right.
computer is with the engine. Like it's one today. Like sensors for the tires, sensors for there's everything.
I don't have any of that fancy stuff. My car's
So-
old.
Yeah, well, that's like most cars today. So, like, I know this is kind of crazy, but like, if an EMP blast throws it out the country and all the power grid and everything, the only thing that's going to be able to be driven is manual cars or like equipment because
Really?
they are not made with, computer controlling them. It's with the other thing for like ignition and stuff. So because today like all the ignitions on engines is like electrical with what I don't remember what they're called, but old cars had the carburetor the carburetors to start the engine. Those are not in cars anymore.
Okay.
So they're using electrical stuff. But if a electrical like EMP blast would cut that, like kill it all, then there's no cars to drive except
You could
manuals.
become Amish.
That too.
Horse
yeah.
and buggy.
Yeah,
Horses.
So excited.
Horses
whole
are an
face lit
option
up.
as well.
Yeah.
Horses are an option as well. In the
Dude, but Amish people are sick. They,
Apple
like, make
or
butter.
yeah.
This is audio podcast, but Brooklyn's whole face lit up when she said that. She's like, "We could be Amish," and she looked so happy.
Yeah, imagine
Still
going to
smiling.
school and people are like parking their horses. Like that'd be so
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
Or it turns back to just the old west with horses
Yeah.
only.
Oh, we do like horse fights. Like my horse is cooler than yours.
Wow.
Like, you know.
Yeah, Michael Vick in
Sounds
here.
like almost Pokemon-ish, but with horses.
Yeah. Like let's
I would imagine that's illegal because dog fighting's illegal. I would.
Yeah.
cockfighting.
Cockfighting.
Cockfighting. Chickens.
Chickens.
Oh. That took me a second. I knew what you were talking
You're
about,
like-
but that's all I heard. I was like, "What?"
Get a little suspicious. But dude, horses though, not like would they like hurt I love horses. So I would never like hurt a horse. But like
But you just fight him.
yeah. I find like my op on the street or something, be like, let's brawl. And do like, oh, like the Renaissance people with like the stick. You know what I'm
The
talking about?
joust.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
we can
cool.
do that.
Jousting is cool.
All because cars are eliminated. That'd be sick.
That'd be a
Yeah.
wild time if that happened.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Instead of like pimp my ride, it would be like
Pimp my
horse.
horse.
Can you imagine putting like a chain on your horse?
Yes, gold chain, everything.
Yeah.
Have you ever
Yes.
been? There's a place. I think they might have a bunch of them, but I went to the one in Chicago called Medieval Times.
Oh yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
you've heard of this.
yeah, I've seen this. It's like you sit and eat, and they
It's
just have
awesome.
medieval stuff going on, like fights.
It's so
and-
cool because you're in like
Yeah.
an arena.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Oh,
you're
I've
eating
seen
like
that, yeah.
turkey legs and
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
tomato
yeah.
soup, and it's awesome. It was some of the best food I've ever had too. Like you would not expect the food to be that good. This was 7 or 8 years ago, and I can still taste the food. It was that good.
Oh, I want
It's
tomato
like
soup.
$80 a person. This was a band trip we went on. Talk about band more than I ever have today, but it was a band trip. We went to Chicago. We saw the Blue Men Group, and then we went to this.
Oh, I like
Oh, that's
Blue Man
cool.
Group.
Blue Men Group was awesome.
I
That
wanna
was
pick
so
up
Yeah.
Blue.
It was so cool. And it was so like just dumb, the stuff they would do, but it was so cool the way they would do it.
I saw a TikTok the other day, and
Uh-oh.
it was from the Blue Man Group. All of them are hot.
They are?
Yeah.
Aren't they bald?
No,
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I was like, I
they,
don't
they put
trust
bald
people.
caps
That's
on.
crazy.
And I thought they were like
They
old
both got
guys.
so
So like they're all like pit bull, like
Yeah, they're old people. No, but it was like them walking in, and I was like, wait, why are they cute?
oh, now I gotta find
Wow.
a picture of them.
I have it saved somewhere. I'll pull it up. But
It's
Reverse catfish.
No, it's like this sounds like all as well as like when Slipknot decided to reveal their faces as well.
God,
Like
the singer guy Corey Taylor.
He's cute.
He's like majestic.
Oh yeah.
Like
I love that you also
He's
got
majestic.
that like the reference of Slipknot
she
because
loves
there's not.
I hit on the radio station. I do my own metal show.
Good.
Yes.
Because it's not a
You're a
lot of
metalhead?
Yes.
people that.
do I look like
Did you go
Metalhead?
to the Disturbed concert in March?
No, I didn't.
We did.
I
We
wanted to.
saw. So we saw Disturbed, 3 Days Grace, and Seven
I
Dust.
wanted to go.
That was a great.
And 3
concert.
Days Grace got their singer back.
And they have two. They're doing both of them.
They're doing
Adam
both of them.
Gonche
Yeah.
and the other guy, which I don't know his name, but he's also the singer of. Oh, what's it called? Like Porn Star Dancing. That song.
What was it? Oh,
Porn
Porno
star-
for Pyros.
The what?
Porno for Pyros or something
Sounds-
like that.
That is a great band name.
That is a great.
That and Post
I
Sex
think it's
Nachos
like
are my two
Darkest
favorite
Days
band
or
names.
something.
Oh, I'm trying to think. See, Brooklyn, you're my new best friend because I love
Same.
horror and metal. I'm mad that you're
Oh,
moving
just what
back to
she has.
Indiana.
She has a lot. Like she. I thought
I didn't know.
I thought I was metal when I got because my dad listened to the old like classical metal.
Yeah.
Like the
Days. I'm not crazy.
he would listen to like AC. Well, now AC/DC wasn't metal, but like
It still counts,
AC/DC.
just
Well,
a different
AC/DC, like the classical shit. Like
I got my
AC/DC,
Judas Priest
Kiss.
shirt on now, so I saw them in May.
oh my glib.
Yeah.
Yeah. What the hell? What were you trying to say?
Like, okay, so I work at Starbucks. There's a couple things I can't say on the floor, so I go in between. Like I was trying to say God or glob.
Wow.
You said Gleob.
But yeah.
That's the hardest I've seen her laugh in a while.
Oh my
Well,
god.
you're so
But yeah, my
old. That
dad
is
my dad listened
awesome.
to vinyl with like Kiss, AC/DC, Metallica.
Yeah.
Not Rammstein. No, that's later. But
That's
he would
weird.
listen to also like, oh shit, what's the? It's not Warhammer. Fucking, it's a different thing. Manowar. That's what he would listen to as well. So like pretty heavy for classic. But she like, and I listened to a lot. Like I listened to Sabaton.
Yeah.
I listened to the like I had a few 3 Days Grace songs. I listened to Avenged Sevenfold a little bit as well, like mixing it up, like very like I like to have very like wide. And then when I met her, she introduced me to even more, and it's been great ever since. Like we've been like, even though I listened to country a little bit more at that time, I still listen to rock and metal and all that. But she like introduced me back to more, but I introduced her to countries, and now she
Yeah.
likes some country stuff.
Yeah.
So it's been like really fun to like
mellowed
switch
me
it
out.
up. But she loves her favorite band. Oh wait, well, favorite band is actually Linkin Park.
Yeah, which I wouldn't count like that.
It's not.
I feel like that's more
but
alternative or was it
Yeah.
called
New metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I do think my favorite brand or genre of metal would be new metal,
Okay.
but I
yeah.
do like some other like Lamb of God.
I got fucked up in the pit on that
You
one.
went? I can't. Oh my god, that's
went-
crazy.
Dude, some guy with like he had to have like a steel toe like boot on and hit my knee.
Oh.
Yeah. That
Oh,
was
that hurt my head. Just
but so many crowd surfers, like I'm 5'2", I can't do that.
No.
So all these like 40-year-old men surrounded me, so I'm gonna have to like help lift people up. I was like,
Nice.
That's
found my people.
sick. That's
That's
so
awesome.
freaking cool.
Yeah, no.
Dude, where have you been my whole life?
I don't know why I'm going to Indiana.
Yeah, she's living with
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
You're just gonna live with me.
But yeah, no, she's introduced me more on like real good work as well. I'm not just saying like musical wise, but like lyrics wise. I've never been a huge guy for lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
I've
love
always been like more of the music that touches me more. But she's really introduced me more of the lyrics, and she introduced me to Tool,
Oh
A
yeah.
Perfect
Love
Circle,
Maynard. He's my favorite. person.
Seether, Deftones, and like more on as well. Like it's but like
If you
right
like
now
Deftones, Gina Marino has like two different
Yeah,
bands.
like,
that
right
nobody
now-
else ever freaking
Def-
knows, but
You
they're
two
so
are
much
the same
better.
person, and this is kind of
I
scary.
know.
Yeah.
Deftone, but like
God.
currently Deftones has been like what I've been listening more to now than anything. But it's been fun because like she has had that
So
side
happy.
of like or the common place we even found ourselves in when we met
Oh yeah.
was 5 Finger Death Punch, and we went together with my best friend from, or one of my friends from back home, who went to Mr. S&T, came up here, and we watched Five Finger Death Punch live.
Oh, and Megadeth and somebody else.
Yeah,
Okay,
Megadeth.
I went to Five Finger when they had Marilyn Manson open when he came back. That was the main reason I went, and Slaughter to Prevail, because
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
No,
I'm not a metal guy.
Russian metal. You think
wow.
Russian metal is like
who's that Russian singer?
Russian
who does
metal?
yeah?
That's one crazy. I've never heard of.
It's
Russian
insane.
metal.
It's not that. What's that band called? He's Russian, but he sings in English.
I didn't know this.
It's
was
one
a
of a
thing.
newer, I guess, metal band. It's like if you go to like Spencer's or Hot Topic, it's like everywhere.
I haven't been to Hot Topic in a minute.
I just got new earrings for there.
Mainly because every time I come back with a concert shirt, I get yelled at.
They're so expensive, and you have so many of them. It's not me that yells at her either.
Wait,
Yeah.
what? They're not. Well,
they're like
what-
$85 for a freaking band T-shirt or sweatshirt
What are you buying for $85?
at like the actual venue.
A hoodie.
oh, the
Well-
venue ones, but not like if you go to like Hot Topic or like,
Yeah,
like
$30.
they're like $25.
What I found for like festivals or concerts, the venue, it can minimum $35 for a shirt. That's
I
the
paid
minimum.
40 for the one. that I had.
So for bands to actually make money, they have to up the price.
Yeah. Here's a question. Since our music, first concert ever.
Oh, Imagine
And when was it?
Dragons.
That's
when
a
I was
good
in
one.
high school. This was my ex-best friend, like 12-year friendship. She's always been an Imagine Dragons fan, and I liked like their earlier stuff, like
Yeah.
The Warrior, I think.
They get some
album.
awesome music.
Yeah, they. Oh my god, it's called like Monster or something. That's been stuck in my head when I was emo, bro. Like straight up emo. I still am emo.
I was a 21 Pilots kid.
I liked Blurry Face, that album, and
I like this. I know the song. I don't know the album. But I know
that is the
song.
album, right? Am I
Yeah.
crazy? Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
So I was like, yeah, no, 21 Pilots. Like, I was just straight up emo. I think I've mellowed out.
My Chemical Romance.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
That's
Don't
a
Love You
go-to.
Anymore song.
What was your first concert?
If I remember correctly, because I don't think until I went here to the US I ever went to concerts back home even, because I don't know, it was just hard. If I remember correctly. But the first one, my freshman year, it's not even metal, or it's a very different genre, which I still listen to here and there. Glass Animals.
Is that like,
The one that
Indie
had the,
or-
yeah,
I've
it
never
was
heard of them.
indie, because they
You
had
probably
the big song like in 2021 to 2022 of like the one called Heat Waves.
if you heard it,
You
you'd hear
you
it.
would
Would I?
recognize it. You
Yeah.
would probably
Okay.
recognize it. It was over the radio like all the time, but I went to their concert with a
Yes.
few friends of mine, and it was great. It was actually a really good concert. We were at the, what's it called, by Chesterfield,
The Factory.
the factory, and it was
I work right next
inside.
door to there.
And like, you know, I thought we were gonna not, you know, it was probably a bigger inside, but no, it was so close. Like even for not being like by the stage, like up by the stage, we were still close enough where we could actually see them like very like good. Like it was just like you could see, and not just like tiny little.
Yeah, like
Right.
the nosebleeder seats.
you know,
That's how
yeah.
Green Day was. We were so far back up on the
I love
lawn.
Green Day.
Yeah.
That was so that
That's punk, I think.
That's punk.
sort of
Punk.
old punk. It's not really anymore, but it's,
No, that's
it's mainstream
Punk.
now.
that's
That's
someone
the
newer
pure
punk. Because
punk,
older
yeah.
punk would be like the Ramones and Sex
Right.
Pistols.
Right. Green Day was my first technical like concert in a venue, and that
Love
was
that.
that was last year with her. And-
Last year.
Yeah,
Dang.
yeah,
went-
and then I went to. Before that, if we're being technical, the first concert I ever saw, like that I paid for it, it wasn't at a concert venue, but it was at the Washington Fair. It was Uncle Cracker.
What's Uncle
Uncle
Cracker?
Cracker.
You know him?
No.
You know the song "Drift Away"?
Oh.
You know if you heard it.
Oh, Drift Away.
Yeah, give me the beat, boys.
Yeah,
Free my
yeah.
soul.
Oh, that.
But
what-
he's the cover of it. He's not.
yeah,
even
yeah. It's the
original.
cover of it. He's
Yeah.
not the actual
But
But
guy.
he's
yeah,
the good
yeah.
one.
God.
He does that one and Follow Me, and he wrote, you know, All Summer Long, the Kid Rock song.
Oh yeah.
He wrote that.
Oh cool.
Yeah, so that was my first concert ever
Oh
I
wow.
feel like that counts.
at the
That's-
Washington Fair.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's
We
pretty
watched
cool.
Dirt
Though.
Bikes race, and then we watched Uncle Cracker sing.
That's awesome. I love that. That's awesome.
You would love the Washington Fair.
Yeah.
You would.
Where
You
is
would
it?
love it.
Like where? Like
Washington, Missouri.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like an hour from here.
Okay.
But it's
Because
or just any state fair.
St. Charles State Fair is out in Wentzville, right?
I'm not
I
sure.
believe so.
I don't know the St.
Something
Charles
like
area.
that, right?
Somewhere.
Yeah. We were trying to get to the State Fair in Indiana, like or in
Yeah,
like
it
where,
was pretty
Love that.
but we got caught up in something else. I think last summer, but whatever. Shit happens.
You got the dirt bike races. There's usually a concert.
But you got the
tractor
actual
pulls.
like you got the country / redneck shit going on.
It's the
and
best.
and it's so much fun.
and
Like,
you can get funnel cakes
Oh, I freaking
we
love
had funnel
bro.
cake
and
at,
gallons of lemonade.
we had funnel
Ooh,
cake
and the little cups,
at Houston Rodeo
I had
last
s'mores
spring,
funnel cake. It was
or
so
at
good.
last spring break.
I swear to God, it was
Houston
like kissing God
Rodeo.
or some shit.
Houston Rodeo was something like that.
I can
was
imagine
good.
that was a good
But
time.
it was a good
Oh,
time,
sick.
and we saw Oliver Anthony music. He's just a guy from Virginia. I think I don't remember if it's Virginia or West Virginia, but
Virginia.
he makes some like he created music in like the woods, like just random.
Okay.
Like he's from like just playing about the political like stuff that's going on, and
He's
just
got a
like
cool voice.
yeah, he's a really good voice, and so he and a few other guys came together, made like ish a band with his name, and played some new album stuff that hadn't been released when we
Okay.
were there.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
But then I was kind of pissed this year that we didn't go. We just went back to Indiana. I wish we would have gone because Sack Top was playing down in Sack Top. New, huge. He's like the new guy of classical, like old, like 90s country.
Okay.
That place today. Like there's no one else that will, I think, top someone to recreate like the 90s country music.
90s country is the best.
It is the best.
Yeah,
It is.
Garth,
You had
and
George,
I was big.
George Strait.
George Strait,
You still have some Toby Keith in there as
Yep.
well. Like there's a
R.I.P.
lot of
Travis Tritt.
mm-hmm.
So many great
who-
country singers.
So do you listen to country then?
Yeah. Not really, but I listen to old country if I do.
So we're metal.
Yeah.
He's metal and country.
Yeah, well,
I'm more classic rock.
Make sure,
Okay.
don't forget, like I come from Europe. I do listen to house music and like dubstep and shit. Like so, it's.
I'm not into that.
But
I see the appeal of it. Not for me.
So that's something that's
I
my
like
free time, but I like it at the
Randy
clubs.
Travis as well
Oh yeah, he's great.
coming up as well.
So at the Washington Fair this year, I didn't go on the Saturday. I went on Sunday. Adam Wainwright, you know Adam Wainwright, the baseball player,
No,
Cardinal legend. He's not from here. Cardinal
I don't know
legend.
anything about baseball.
He played baseball. He played 18 years here in St. Louis. He opened up for Travis Tritt
okay,
because he sings now.
Oh, good
That's
for him.
pretty
He
cool.
played the Grand Ole Opry,
Yeah.
and he's good too.
yeah.
It's like he's
that's
a
pretty impressive. Yeah,
borderline Hall of Fame baseball player. I don't know how you lived here for 3 years and never heard of Adam Wainwright, but
I haven't heard him either really, but
I guess he
But-
was old by the time you guys got here.
maybe.
You've
But
been here 4 years.
yeah,
You've been here 3.
I've been here
Yeah.
since 2021. So.
Yeah, he was kind of old and on the way out then.
Yeah.
He retired 2 years ago, but he's like my favorite player ever. But he's a singer now.
But then
Blue Jays.
I'm also not a big
Oh,
like,
Blue Jays.
but I'm not
Okay.
I'm not a big
I forgot.
I'm not a big baseball guy either. So
Okay.
like that's why I don't know a lot of the baseball stuff.
He likes the Blue Jays.
I don't know.
They're not very good right now though.
But whatever.
They got Vladdy, but that's about it.
It's early on. Everyone has time to.
I
Get
was
better.
so I will give you this. I'm not a Blue Jays fan, but I really liked him when Josh Donaldson was there. Do you remember him? MVP, third baseman.
I'm just gonna put this out here. I have never watched a baseball game, like the whole thing.
Okay, so
I don't
you
know anything.
Okay.
I just like the Blue Jays.
Well, the Blue Jays
'cause
were
I
really
have
fun to watch when they had Batista and Encarnacion and Donaldson, and it was a lot of fun. But we are starting to run out of time, and we got to play a very important game with you guys that we play with everybody that's ever been on here.
Ooh, I like games.
We got an
Surprises.
important game. And then we're going to film a TikTok afterwards. We're going to wrap up and film a TikTok with something you've been waiting for.
I've been waiting for this all freaking day.
All right, so this is a game, and Danny came up with the name of this. Taste the 314. We haven't played this in a while. We haven't had a
No.
new guest in a while. Taste the 314.
Okay.
Neither one of you guys are from here. How well do you know St. Louis foods?
A little bit. I guess a little bit.
We're going to find out.
You guys have like pizza?
You'll see.
Okay.
So we're going to give you 5 St. Louis style foods. And she's going to give you the foods. And you're going to blindly rank them. You don't know what comes next?
we get to consume?
No.
Oh.
What do you think? I made up money?
I don't know.
I bought cookies. I thought that was enough.
That's pretty epic.
I can't afford some of this stuff that we were talking about. So Emily's going to give you 5 things. You're both going to rank them. Go ahead and write them down. Go ahead and take notes of this so we know where chat. There's 5 choices here. Emily.
Okay. We're going to go with, mix it up a little bit. Going to go with St. Louis style pizza. So that would be Emo's.
Cecil Whitaker's.
Very thin
Joe
crust.
Bacardi's. Any kind of local thin crust Provel cheese. Where do you guys put those?
Out of what again?
Out of 5. Wherever you put it, you can't change it. 3?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was gonna say 3 as well.
Have you had Emo's pizza?
Yeah.
Yes.
You like it?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Some people hate it, so I wasn't sure.
I like it. I just like crust.
What?
I love crust.
You love crust.
I
Okay.
love crust.
That's an interesting statement. I like crust. Okay. I found out I like stuffed crust. I never had it before.
I
and
don't
it's-
like stuffed crust.
It's good.
I just want bread.
Little Caesars has that, they got the crazy
Yeah.
bread with the
Yeah.
cheese
Yeah.
and all that,
Yeah.
like the Bosco stick
Yeah.
style ones. They got that crust. It's like a $14 pizza, but it was good. All right, next one.
Ted Drew's.
Have you been there?
Ted Drew's.
It's an ice cream place downtown in South City, near South City.
I like ice cream.
It's like very famous St. Louis style ice cream.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Well,
It's just famous St. Louis. It's St. Louis style, St. Louis, local to St. Louis stuff.
yeah, it's only in St. Louis.
Yeah. So I'd assume that's 5 then if you've never had it.
I mean, I like ice cream. What if the rest are like really atrocious?
They're not.
Like
They're not.
socks.
Socks. We eat socks here in St. I don't know what you're doing in Indiana and Canada, but we don't eat socks around
I don't eat
here.
socks. I just think about that TikTok guy who's like rank in random places, and it's just bad the whole way through.
So what do you think? We're going to put this one?
Probably number 4.
4?
4.
4. All
Okay.
right, next one.
Gooey butter.
Oh, that's number 1.
Yeah.
Oh, I lost my
So
list.
you guys can't see us, but there's a carton of gooey butter cookies sitting in front of me
Love.
that Brooklyn has not taken her eyes off of since she came down here, 2 hours ago?
I've been excited.
That was the way I got you to come on.
Well, it would have been cool with or without, but that is definitely a plus.
Have you had it? Have you had these before?
No.
Have you had the cake before?
Yeah.
All right, where do you put it?
1 as well. Yeah.
One as well?
One?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. That's what I like to hear. That we're a pro gooey butter show here. If you look at our TikTok, there's so many videos.
Yeah.
Okay. Up next, pork steak.
You had pork steak?
Pork.
I would,
It's like a pork chop, but better.
I would probably put that on 2, I think.
I'm
Okay.
sure that is
Yeah.
Have you had it?
No, but I've heard some good
They're
things
they're
about it.
kind of like a pork chop, but you know pork chops are kind of dry.
I thought they were juicy.
Oh, not the ones I've had. You put the pork chop in barbecue sauce and something, and you let it simmer, and you cook it differently. And you know when you're eating ribs and you touch the bone and the meat falls off, you know it's going to be real good.
Mm-hmm.
That's how a pork steak is. It's kind of like a rib mixed with pork chop
Yeah.
in a way. So where are you putting it?
I'm holding out for number 2, so I'm gonna put that at 5.
All right, number 2 is most people's number 1. This next one,
Yeah.
this next one is most people's number 1.
Toasted ravioli.
Oh,
yeah.
I've heard that is a big thing as well.
You haven't had it?
No, I've never. Well, I don't think I've had it here from
Brooklyn,
here.
what are you doing? You haven't got him toasted
So-
ravioli yet?
Not here.
I don't know if you never had
I know.
any.
I know that they do. I know that they do it a little different here in St. Louis than other places. So
It's kind of like have you ever had an empanada?
no.
That's what we came up with Olivia, was that a toasted ravioli is kind of like a St. Louisanized empanada. Because
Interesting.
it's just ravioli deep fried, but it's amazing.
Yeah.
Gas.
That's what I've heard.
Ravioli by itself is gas. Except for this one I
No.
had, that's pretty not gas. But not from here.
So
So you got, what's your list? You got gooey butter.
Oh wait, yeah, gooey butter, toasted ravioli, St. Louis pizza, that ice cream thing y'all said, and then pork steak.
That's not a bad list.
That's probably how I would go.
Yeah.
I would.
I would. Yeah, mine is gooey, gooey cake, and then the pork steak, St. Louis pizza, Ted Drew's, and toasted ravioli.
Oh, that's the last place left, right?
Huh?
Oh, you've never had it. You never had. Never mind.
Yeah.
I said that's crazy to me. You never had it. We got to change that. We got to change that at some point
Yeah.
in the next 2 weeks before you graduate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Soon.
But yeah, other than that, we're about out of time. You have to be on the radio in like 10 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up here soon. Glad you guys were able to come on today. We had a great
Yeah, of
time with
course.
you guys. Been wanting to set it up for a while. I forgot to ask you about it for a while. I kept meaning to try to get you guys to come on.
I feel like I never see like guys outside of class.
Yeah, I only ever see you in class.
Yeah.
But I used to. I swear, everywhere I'd go. So we met last week for the first time.
Yeah.
But I've seen you everywhere.
Yeah. Well, I am also
Sounds
like
kinda
everywhere on campus while I work.
I don't
as
mean
well.
that in a weird way.
No.
But like for a solid 6 months, anytime I went anywhere, I saw you two.
Yeah, we're like conjoined twins.
But we didn't really talk to them. I've known you for a while, but we didn't really talk very much until the last couple months when we realized class was boring and we started talking to Emily and getting sidetracked.
Yapping.
Yeah. But I've seen you guys everywhere. Every time I'd go to lunch or dinner, didn't matter what time of day, no matter where I went. If I went to Evans, you guys were sitting at the table across from me. If I was sitting in Spelman, but usually with her, you guys were 3 tables over. And it was always you guys were right next to me. But we didn't really talk much, so I never really said hi or anything. And I never met you until last weekend. Yeah. I was trying to get drunk and it didn't work. I think the bar we went to underpoured me a little bit. Overcharged and underpoured.
It's pretty tragic. I had a great night though. Just saying.
It was good.
Didn't you get sick the next day?
No, I puked in like the honky bathroom.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh no.
You seem fine.
I'm pretty good at
You played that off real well.
Yeah, I got a pretty good poker face for that, I guess.
Didn't you also say you drank a bunch of wine before you got there?
Yeah.
So
I thought I had 4, but he said I had 2.
Mixing wine and beer is not the greatest idea.
I mean, it got me where I wanted to be. So like, I say that's a win.
But you threw up. Isn't the goal
No
to
pain,
get
no
as
gain.
drunk as you
Then
can?
I'll wake up skitty the next morning. Like, that's a win.
Is that how that works?
Yeah. Accomplishment if you puke. Like, yeah, I did that.
I thought I was gonna throw up, but I didn't. It was all the sugar not sitting right with the lemonade, and my stomach hurt before we got there, and I got enough stomach issues. But I've only thrown up. I threw up at the Harpo's bathroom in Columbia one time.
Wow.
Okay, I was like, that didn't happen, but
No, it
we were
didn't.
there.
It was with Jude Morgan.
Okay.
Yeah, and I threw up a whole bunch, and she was like, "Call me if you need me." We were all hammered. But yeah, thank you guys for coming on. Anywhere you want to plug social medias or anything? Anything you want to plug? You said you're about off the grid.
Not really, but I'm
trying to be.
I don't really care too much about media. So.
Okay.
Oh, he's Eric.Hansson.
Wow.
I don't know if there's anything else to it. It's like a dot or something.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If they search my name, if they search it, they'll probably find it. So.
Well, my TikTok's pretty great, but I wouldn't follow it.
You have the best TikTok username.
It is the best. Oh my god, can I say it?
You can say it.
It's Pad Girl in a Tampon World. So, just saying.
I saw that and I was like, "That's not you." And then I clicked on it and I was like, "Yep, that's her."
Baddie with a baddie name.
That is one of the best names I've ever seen. We'll plug your stuff in the bio and everything. Thank you guys for coming on. We had a great time with you. Hopefully we can connect with you guys again at some point. Be over Zoom. You won't be in St. Louis anymore, but yeah, we'd love to talk to you guys again. It was a lot of fun. We didn't get into a couple topics I wanted to, so hopefully next time, if there is a next time, we can touch on those. After we're graduated, we can really hammer home one of them.
Yeah.
Right now we can't really, but after graduation,
One of them, yeah.
Yeah.
And that not a whole lot going on with us. Oh, we won Best Podcast at the Lindy Awards.
Woo,
Nice.
The best.
Good job.
Can't forget about that.
I did too. You can see the video of me accepting the award. I run out with a headset on and say, "I got a show to direct," and ran off the stage.
Wow.
Wow, multitasking queen.
Yeah,
We see you
yeah. I'll tell
here.
that story next week, though.
Yeah.
Till then, we'll see y'all next time.